So much to choose from, so little time. Milk?
Yeah.
V8 Fusion? I don't think so. Ah, here we are. Bud Light, Miller Lite. Now that's a beer I can get behind. Welcome to season 4 of Let's Drink with Matt. Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Matt with another edition of Matt's Beer Reviews, or Let's Drink with Matt, or I've even heard the term Beards and Beers, which I might go with that. Maybe in the next few weeks I might convert all the different names and just combine it to just Beards and Beers, should I say. Now the beard is a little trimmed, as you can see right now. It's a little more kept, mainly because the girlfriend wanted me to look presentable for a cruise we just went on. We just went down to the Bahamas for a friend's wedding, so I had to look a little more presentable. So I couldn't have it just hanging down here the entire trip and look like that guy who is the guy with the beard, which is pretty much what I've been called anyway, the guy with the beard. So this isn't about my beard, this is about a beer today. And today's beer, I'm going to start doing a series of these beers. Now this is from the Oscar Blues Brewery. This is from Longmont, Colorado. Now Colorado is definitely making a comeback in terms of beers. It isn't just Coors or, you know, the Taste of Rockies and stuff like that anymore. It's like you got Oscar Blues, you got Great Divide, you got a lot of great microbreweries come out of the Colorado area now. So now this is a canned beer, and I never drink canned beers, but from what I've heard and what I've already had another one by Oscar Blues called Gubna. It's an Imperial IPA, fantastic IPA, 10% alcohol in a little can like that. Can you believe this? Now this one's only 6.5%, but this one is called Dale's Pale Ale. And now canned beer is making a comeback, mainly for the reason that it insulates the coolness better. It also blocks the beer from the sun and from basically the beer getting, you know, crudted out and just basically getting all the taste out of it with the sun blazing on it all the time. And it's also these cans, from what I've been told, from what I understand, is basically they're insulated also with a coating that keeps the beer off the actual aluminum can. So it's an insulator inside like a can, and then an insulator inside the can, then the beer. So it keeps that beer from getting that metallic taste also that you usually get with canned beers. So I'm going to be drinking this beer out of my Dogfish Head. I think that's the perfect size for these 12-ounce cans. So I haven't opened up a canned beer forever, so don't. There you go. All right. Whew, very hoppy already. Now this is a pale ale, so it should be kind of hoppy, kind of citrusy, from the state of Colorado. And like, you never get a look like this type of beer from a can like that. That looks majestic, pretty much. Look at that. This isn't your Budweiser can, your Coors Light, or any of that crap. Nice, kind of off-white head. Very orangey color to it. Can't see through it or anything. Has some nice carbonation on the sides, as you might be able to see in the video. So, like I said, very hoppy smell, citrusy. Not overly hoppy though. Mind, this is 6.5%, so the alcohol won't be that much of a factor. Ooh. Nice and hoppy, but kind of a creamy taste at the very end. You don't get that bitterness at the very end like you do with a lot of IPAs usually. You get that initial bitterness, and then it just slowly cools down into like a very nice light beer. Citrusy, a little woodsy. It's creamy taste, very delicious. Now I'll be doing more of these Oscar Blues beers. I think I'll be doing a series, probably about 5 of them, since I get 5 down in my area, down here in South Florida. So, I also I kind of want to cut open this can, just for the fact I want to see what the coating looks like, but I'm sure you're not really going to be able to really tell. Mm. Mm. I've been on an IPA kick recently, or at least a pale ale kick recently. You saw with my Cigar City review. And that was obviously an Indian pale ale. Delicious, probably the best IPA I've ever had in my entire life. And for a pale ale, which I'm not a fan of IPAs and I'm a fan of pale ales, this is actually quite good though. Considering it's in a can also. It doesn't have the metallic taste, it doesn't have that tinny metal taste to it or anything like that. Nice, relaxing beer, but it can get me ramped up a little bit, considering it is 6.5%, so it can do a little damage to you. You do have this slight taste of alcohol in it also. You know, with this beer, of course I love movies, I love film, and with this type of beer, being that kind of gets me ramped up, it also gets me kind of chill, and it gives me hope. I don't know how beer gives you hope. But I'm pairing this beer with a movie. I think it's a very understated, underrated movie. It is Children of Men, starring Clive Owen in widescreen, which hopefully you'll be viewing this video in widescreen. Children of Men, this movie is great. It's basically about a dystopian world in London where it's in 2027. Nobody can have children anymore. Basically, you know, the youngest person on Earth has died, and that's the beginning of the setup of the movie. Everybody's in mourning, and you have one, Clive Owen, who's kind of he's a cynic. He doesn't see what the big deal is with giving birth, and he thinks the human race should be wiped out anyway. But he has a backstory. I won't give you the backstory. This also has Julianne Moore in it, Michael Caine's in it, and also the guy, I can never pronounce his name, but he's been an Inside Man. He's been in a lot of movies with Denzel. He was in American Gangster. I'll give you his name. Well, here's his picture right here on the back of the DVD box. Right there. See the guy with the gun? That's it. I forgot his name. I'll probably put it in an annotation or something like that, because I can't pronounce it. It's an African name. But anyway, the movie's great. It came out in December of about, I think, 2007, and right around Christmas. Kind of went through the theaters being unnoticed, and it was directed by the guy who also directed Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, which I think is the darkest, probably most well-made Harry Potter movie. Visually is very appealing. A lot of one-take scenes, which are fantastic. You don't see that in Hollywood movies anymore, really just one long take. And they're done so well, and the action scenes are done so well. And the acting is great. It's very... If you want to see a great movie and have it with a great beer, check out Children of Men. It's a little depressing, probably. Maybe it will get you sad. Maybe it'll give you a little bit of hope. But it's a great film. I mean, action-packed, has good performances by everybody. The characters are likable. The bad guys are not likable, so it works out even more better. So it's a really good movie. So. Oh wow. That's great. Yeah, alright, lacing. Nice and fresh. Oh, I got a little bit in there. Well, anyway, this was Dale's Pale Ale, courtesy of Oscar Blues Brewery in Longmont, Colorado. Fantastic beer. If you got the mate, I think these are pretty well distributed all around the country now, so you probably find that for pretty simple. And it's only going to cost you about $2 for the can. Well worth it. Don't drink that Budweiser and any of that other stuff. Of course, if you can afford $1.99, you might have to stick to Budweiser. But the beer's great, the movie's great. So check out Dale's Pale Ale. Also check out Children of Men. Recommend it. Thumbs up for the beer. Thumbs up for the movie. And I will see everybody later on. So take it easy.